Hello viewers, welcome back to Eco Designs to Fit YouTube channel. On this channel we upload sewing tutorials every week. On today's tutorial you'll be learning how to draft and sew this beautiful flutter sleeve. You can see right there on the screen. It is a stylish flutter sleeve with a curve. This sleeve has been trending for a long time now, so I came across it and I decided to make this using an Ankara fabric, as you can see me slaying with mine on that video. Okay, and it came out very beautiful. So today I have decided to show you how you can easily manipulate this sleeve with ease. So if you want to be seeing more of this stylish and creative tutorial, please do well by subscribing to my channel, and also remember to turn up your notification bell down there so as to be the first to get notified whenever I upload new videos like this. So let's get started. This is my fabric. I hope you can see it. It is measured 28.5 inches in length, 15 inches in width. So, and this is unfold. So altogether, opening this up, we'll be having 30 inches in width by 28.5 inches. So the upper part of the sleeve is going to be sort of a flayed, and the down part comes with a curve. So starting up, I will first determine the number of flayed that I want. So to get started, I'll be marking out 6 inches. Okay, this is just what determines the amount of flayed that you want on this sleeve. Okay, so I can go as far as using 10 inches. You can make use of 7 inches to determine this number of flayed that you want, but the number of inches you use here will affect the length of this sleeve. Okay, this is because the higher, the more you increase the number of this place, the shorter the sleeve. Okay, so right now I'll be making use of 6 inches because I don't really want this sleeve very long. I want it in form of 3/4. Okay, so here I'll be making use of 6 inches. All right, from here I'll be drawing something like a circle, but before this, make sure you have already finished sewing your dress, and your armhole, you have already shaped out your armhole. So let's assume you have armhole of 18 inches. That is 9 inches. Okay, that is half of your armhole is 9 inches. So right now I'm going to draw in some sort of circle here. So after I'm done with this, you go ahead to measure out this circle. Make sure it's in line with your armhole. So here I have 9.7 inches. So this is enough for what I want. But if I was having sort of 8 inches, you go ahead and extend this circle to make sure it falls between 10 to 9.5 inches. Okay, so I've gotten what I want. The next step I'll be taking now is to determine my curve, and before you do that, you have to note the length of your sleeve. And to determine the length of your sleeve, you start from this point because this is where the armhole falls in between. Okay, so from here to this, I think I'll be going with 16 inches. Okay, 16 inches, because I'll be adding 3 inches curve to this, making it 19 inches. And my curve circumference, I have 12 inches there. Dividing this by 2, I'll be having 6 inches. So I'll be marking my 6 inches right there plus my half inch folding allowance, because I'm going to be using the bias strip to turn this out. Okay, if you want, you can also use a lining to do this, but for me on this tutorial I'll be using a bias strip. So right here I'll be covering this out. It depends on how you want this sleeve to look. If you want a sort of wavy, if you want a triangular form, all depends on what you want, the shape you want for this sleeve. So to me now, this is the shape I want for this sleeve. And that is exactly the shape I used on that video I have up here. So right now I'll be cutting this out. So now here is the ankle. I'll trim this out. And that is it. Okay. So opening this up, I'll measure out this place so as to know the amount of cloth I'll be cutting out. And here I have 14 inches, and I want this curve to be sort of overlap, so I'll be adding 2 inches more to this. Okay, so that by the time I wear it, it will overlap each other. So right now I'll be using this for my cuff. So right now I'll go over to my machine, then use a bias strip. So I'll be using a bias strip. Sorry, I'll be using the contrasting colors on this tutorial, so I want you to be able to see what I am doing clearly. So I'll be using a green bias, but if you want to do yours, make sure you get a royal blue bias, and you can also make use of the same material for the cuff. But here on this tutorial, I want you to see what I am showing you clearly. Okay, so then after turning this with the bias, I'll go over to my machine also and fix this to this place. Then I'll come and show you the outcome. So to turn this over with this bias, I'll be turning over to the good side. You know how we turn our rough edge using a bias strip? This is how I'm going to be doing this right now. Okay, turn it over with a bias strip, make sure you are sewing on the right side. So you'll be turning this bias over to the wrong side, okay? Gotten to the finishing point of this, so I'm going to use a back stitch. So I'm done turning out the rough edges. I'm done securing it with a bias strip. You can see how neat it is. So right now I'm going to be adding this cuff to this. So first of all, I'll be sewing from the wrong side to the front side, okay? So I will go right there to my sewing machine and show you how to do this. So this is the wrong side and here is the good side. As you can see, I folded it in by 1/2 inch, okay? So right now the place I'm going to be using to sew now is the side I didn't fold. So after this, I'll turn this over to this side. Make sure these align with each other. And I'll start sewing. I'll go ahead and secure this place. And I'll also secure this side as well. Our sleeve is done. Can you see? Can you see this? I'm done making this. You can see this is the cuff and this is the sleeve. This is the armhole. So this is where I'm gonna be fixing to the armhole, and by the time I fix it, you can imagine how it will come out to be. Okay, you can see this is how I'm going to be overlapping this. You can actually make this sleeve however you want it. Okay, you can use hook and eye. I can also go ahead to stitch this place and it will be permanently stitched together. Okay, so but if I want to be opening it, I will go ahead and create a buttonhole here, then fix my button. All right, so this is all for this tutorial. If this tutorial has been very helpful to you, please kindly give us a thumbs up, and I want you to share with me what you think about this tutorial. All right, so leave a comment on the comment section, and until my next video, bye.